Well, Isabel, how are you?
I'm good.
Good, good. And like we talked about before, I like to highlight students who've done really, really well in the program. You're just about at the very end. I know you're a senior in high school right now.
hmm
And so what I'd like to do is ask some basic questions about your experience. So tell me, before we started talking or before you jumped into the program, I remember distinctly a conversation I had with you and your mom. Tell me how you felt about your future before you started.
Um, I was really not even sure where to start or what I was doing. I felt pulled apart in a bunch of different directions. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, or what schools would fit for me. I didn't like talking about college at all. um, so I just kind of pushed it out of my mind.
Hmm. And being a senior in high school and having a few more months, I
Yeah,
imagine that was a little anxiety provoking too, right?
yes, for sure.
Yeah. So you decided to jump in and
Mhm.
tell me what it did for you.
Well, I love having like tasks to complete, and having some kind of goal at the end. Um, and so this was really helpful to like narrow down what the steps I needed to go through to make a decision, or at least get really close to a decision. Um, and so going through everything helped me like organize all of my thoughts.
Absolutely. So talk about the assessment that you went through and how that potentially helped.
Well, that definitely helped just to realize the strengths I had, and how that would help me in job opportunities. Even if I wasn't confused about college, I think it was just a really good thing to do that could help me in the future, or really with anything. I think it's good information to have.
Definitely. So talk about the different options that you had or you were thinking about before we started, and talk about what you decided to do.
Um, well, before that, I live in a college town, so of course that was an option. I also had a scholarship money for community college. I also was considering art school, in Chicago and, in other big cities. Um, and so I decided that what was best for me was to stay close to home for the first 2 years. And so using that money, the scholarship money for community college was my best option, because also it's it's going to be a full ride. Um, so I don't have to pay for my classes there. So that's a really good decision. And I think I came to that by ruling out the other options, through this process.
Absolutely. And you did a wonderful job. You did all the assignments, you checked off the boxes, and you made the right decision, I think, based on the information you had and with the real knowledge of where you're likely to thrive, what your natural abilities were. And you did such a wonderful job. So I wish you the best. I know you're going to do fantastically well at whatever you do in the future. And so I'm glad this process gave you the clarity that you needed to.
For sure.
All right. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
All right.